Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Face the Hills. This is episode 13. My name is Ben Cornett, and tonight on this episode, we're going to discuss the first week of the new SmackDown and Raw rosters on the show. Also, we'll discuss as for media this week, it's called upfronts, meaning that the networks will usually bring out their lineup for the fall and winter seasons. And WWE was not in the NBC, Universal, or Fox upfronts, as I mentioned, as one of the shows they'd be showing in the fall and winter. Which does that mean anything? Is it a bad thing? Is it a good thing? We'll dive into that. But first off, I just want to say like and subscribe here on the banner on this show. As you know, there are my social media handles are up there. BennyBoy702 on Twitter, my YouTube channel at Ben Cornett 9015, and on Facebook at the Ben Zone. So let's get right on to it. As you know, last week or a couple weeks ago, we had the draft. Not really a lot of changes. Not a lot of new faces going to different brands. Obviously, I guess like an Austin Theory, a Bobby Lashley went to SmackDown. Sami Zayn went to Raw, even though he's the tag champion with Kevin Owens. So they could be on both shows right now. Like Gunther tonight, the Intercontinental Champion, is on Raw now. It's a good pickup for them. So there really wasn't like a whole lot of movement. We kind of knew that the Bloodline and the Usos would stay put on SmackDown. I would have been shocked if they moved to Raw. But other than that, just not a lot of big changes. But we did have a tournament last week for the new World Heavyweight title, which will be decided at Night of Champions. As you know, last week on Raw, Seth Rollins defeated he won the tournament, defeated Finn Balor to advance to the finals. And over on SmackDown, phenomenal AJ Styles defeated Bobby Lashley in the other tournament final, him and Austin Theory. So now the stage is set for Night of Champions. For the world title, it is Seth Rollins on Raw versus AJ Styles on SmackDown. For me, I think it's pretty predictable that it's going to be Seth Rollins winning the world title. They did a little montage of him tonight, kind of highlighting his career, how he started in NXT till now. They even showed a clip of him during his Shield days, and then turning his back on the Shield when he hit Roman with the chair back in, I think it was 2014, or 2015, something like that. But yeah, so just kind of highlighted Seth. Now, I'm sure they're going to do the same thing with AJ Styles on SmackDown Friday. It'll show a little package of him, his highlights throughout WWE. He was a world champion before. So my thoughts on that match: should be a good match. I think it's going to be a very good wrestling match. But again, I think Seth will win the title. I don't see AJ doing it. He is on SmackDown, but he's not going to win it and not going to move over to Raw. Wouldn't make sense. I am surprised they did this tournament with both Raw and SmackDown wrestlers, but I guess maybe the reason for that was because maybe they just didn't have enough star power in this tournament. And you also want to, I know Cody was in it, one of the triple threat matches, but they're keeping him away from the title, and it's the right move. Obviously, he just got done doing a promo in the ring, just hyping up his match with Brock Lesnar at Night of Champions as well. It'll be a street fight, so they'll continue their program, which I think is a pretty good program right now. And you want to keep Cody away from the title. That's he doesn't need it right now. His goal is to build himself back up, as they say, finish the story, continue that, starting with Brock Lesnar. As far as that goes, I could see Brock winning this one, and then they'd have a rubber match maybe at either the next premium live event, which would be, I believe, Money in the Bank or SummerSlam, one of those two. So we'll see how it plays out. But anyway, with the world heavyweight title, I'm going to go with Seth Rollins here. So far this is the first week of the brand new rosters. It's going to take a little time. Obviously, SmackDown this past Friday, Asuka turned heel. I don't think that's any surprise. That's been talked about for a few weeks if you read the dirt sheets. And also, they're going to continue that program with Bianca Belair. And I guess, I'm not, hopefully this time around the build's a little bit better, but I felt the match at WrestleMania, the lead up to it was really disappointing. So yeah, they're going to go at it again. This time Asuka's a heel. She spit the mist in her face during the Bianca celebration on SmackDown, which was at the University of Tennessee where Bianca went to college at. She was a track star there. So that's why they had that big celebration. And it's just really weird that Bianca is on SmackDown, but she's the Raw champion. And then you see Rhea tonight, who's a member of the Raw roster, but yet she has the SmackDown women's title. I don't know what the plans are for this. I really hope they don't do a swap again. That would just be such a waste of time. It really would. It just looks weird. It looks really weird having Bianca with the Raw title on SmackDown and Rhea with the SmackDown title on Raw. I don't get it. They're going to set something up, down the line? I would think, but then again, the last time they had a champion get drafted to another show or whatever, they swapped the belts. So and that was a disaster with Charlotte and Becky at the time, and there was a real life heat backstage, so that didn't help matters either. And I don't know, it's just weird. I feel like they need to do something because it just looks weird having your Raw Women's Champion on SmackDown, your SmackDown Women's Champion on Raw, with really no explanation, no story. I don't know. It's just a head scratcher to me. So anyway, that's the women's division. Damage Control is on SmackDown as well now. So I think that's a good move. I think what we're seeing here with Damage Control is, I think Bayley and Dakota, in my opinion, are going to turn on you, Sky. They're going to break this one up pretty soon, and I think it's long overdue. They tried it. It had some promise, but to me, it just didn't quite work out as I think we thought it would, or at least I thought it would. But who knows? Maybe some people thought it did work out, including this guy right here that I'm going to bring in now. So, ladies and gentlemen, here he is, my co-host every now and then, Mr. Nick Rosario, and his buddy that he brought along with him, Mr. Sean Spencer.
Look who's here. Well, there you go.
There he is.
I just got one thing to say to you guys, okay?
What is
Both
that?
of y'all have been talking some crap lately, okay?
Oh, listen to this.
You see this right here? Wait, let's see if it's black. So you can't see it.
I'm sorry, what did you say? You're saying?
Yeah, what was that? Can't see what? Take it easy, pal. All right.
Hey, I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. What is going on here? Hello, Ben. How are you?
Nick, how you doing tonight, bud? I'm doing good.
Not too bad, man. It's a Monday night. It's time to talk some wrestling. I'll be honest, I haven't really caught any of Raw today. I know that I tried to turn it on for a minute, and I saw Dominic Mysterio wrestling Xavier Woods, so I was like, oh, that's interesting. But yeah, I didn't get to finish the match. I was interrupted by something else, so I was like, okay, never mind. I'll just talk to
Yeah,
Ben. I'll come on and talk with Ben.
Well, I
all good.
appreciate it.
No problem.
Well, I
sir.
was just talking about
Anytime.
the rosters. I'm talking about these rosters. This is the first week. Last week was the first week of it.
Yeah.
Does it really entice you or anything? So I know it's 1 week, but does it kind of
Well,
or anything, or what do you think?
I thought it was okay. Look, usually with brand splits, you're like, "Oh, I'm excited by new matchups. I'm excited by this. I'm excited by that."
Yeah.
But all you did with some of these, like, and I'll get to, these are specific instances. So you took Bianca Belair, who's Raw champion, and put her on SmackDown, right? And then who did you go and draft to SmackDown? But Asuka, who she's already faced numerous times, Damage Control, who she feuded with already. Like, who are the other big women in terms of names that you put on SmackDown? Like, I know she fought Io Sky, and that was a very good match at Backlash, actually. I mean, the crowd was way into it. It was a great match. The ladies put on a great show to open that card. But, like, I've seen all these matches already in that sense. Like, I don't get what you're doing. Plus, you have the Raw champion on SmackDown and the SmackDown champion on Raw. And okay, so I'm happy you didn't do that stupid ass belt switch like you did with Charlotte and Becky. But what are you going to do? Like, you're going to do something, right? Yeah, as long as you don't do that, we're good. Yeah. But I mean, what are you going to do? Because again, it's just, yeah. So, I don't know. Like,
this is WWE.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah,
I know.
It's just like, come on, man. I mean, didn't you learn from the first time with Charlotte and Becky?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. So
100%. Man, I was like,
Nick, I mean, I just don't. It's going to be the same crap. I mean, I get it. Maybe the reason why they had that tournament on SmackDown as well, they didn't have enough star power on Raw. Maybe that was the thing.
Well, I heard an interesting thing, and this could have been a possibility. As you are aware, Mr. Cornett, because you are a sports aficionado, the NBA playoffs have been going on during this time. Mm-hmm. And there were a couple of marquee matchups in terms of name and stuff going on in these playoffs. And I think WWE wanted to attract as many viewers as possible away from the NBA. And so, like you said, not having just the Raw guys, but you had the SmackDown guys. So you had the tournament on both Monday and on Friday. And you had the two triple threat matches on each show. And I think that part of that probably was done to make sure that they didn't lose everybody to the NBA playoffs. Because again, as mentioned, I thought earlier, if I read this correctly, and maybe you were going to talk about this, so I apologize if I'm jumping the gun a little bit.
No,
but you were talking about how Fox and Universal didn't really have wrestling mentioned in their programming.
Yes.
But of course,
yes. Let's get into that real quick since you want to jump the gun here.
Yeah. Sorry, I know, screwing up everything.
This is a good topic because I think it's very important for wrestling fans, that want to catch the shows and everything. So for me, it was at first when you see the headline, like, wait a minute, like what? This is their one of their main properties, right? Well,
yeah, absolutely.
About an hour ago from Sportskeeda on their Twitter handle saying that it's no big deal. This was talking about comedies and dramas for the fall season.
Yeah.
WWE's listed on sports entertainment. So they'll get to that later in the week. So it's not really
deal
right now. So
even though it's a male soap opera, right? We love to call it that. It's the soap opera for males, young males, and
yes.
But but that's fine. But like you said, it's because to me, if you look at the numbers that both shows do, there's no way that either network is trying to let those things get away. Because Fox makes a killing with SmackDown on Friday, and NBC Universal makes a fortune with Raw and USA on Monday night. So there's no way that either one is looking to dump, either night. So I mean, it's but again, like you said, it being a different thing in terms of what it's categorized as, I could see why they were not mentioned at the upfronts there for NBC and Fox. So yeah.
Right.
Makes
But,
sense.
I think it's still important to let people know that,
Yeah.
it's a big deal with TV, because
Oh, 100%.
we look at
100%.
wrestling as, a non-scripted commodity, or it is scripted, but it's listed as
Right.
kind of
I know what you're saying.
non-fiction
Right.
stuff.
I know what you're
So,
saying.
and anyway, like their streaming deal with Peacock doesn't end till I think like January of 2026. So they're going to be on there
Okay.
a while. Now, you never know. They may buy out on the deal.
Yeah.
Endeavor may have
Yeah.
different plans because with UFC, they're on ESPN Plus. So there's
Right.
a possibility that WWE could move there, and then we could see something like pay-per-views coming back, like the WrestleManias or SummerSlam that you would pay for this time around.
Yeah.
Not only would you pay
Exactly.
for the subscription, but you would pay for the pay-per-view as well. Whereas
Have to pay
Peacock,
separately for the
yeah, with Peacock, all you're paying is for the subscription, and you get everything for free. So it's a very interesting thing. Yeah, and then but back to the predictability with the draft and Raw tonight.
Yeah, for sure.
Gunther's opponent for Night of Champions is Ali, Mustafa Ali. Now you're thinking, why him? But it pretty much made sense to me, like why they're going to have this match at Night of Champions. Well, Saudi Arabia, duh.
Yeah.
Putting Mustafa Ali against Gunther, which we know Gunther's going to destroy him. That's just, Ali's going to get a few in there, but it makes sense. I mean, this predictability, I guess it's okay since it's the Saudi Arabia show, but I mean, Gunther's got to. I think Riddle would be the perfect opponent for Gunther. A good program with Matt would go a long way for Gunther because you need some credible opponents, since he's moving to Raw now. Yeah, go ahead, Nick.
Yeah. No, I was going to say that because, like, you've built up Gunther now, longest reigning Intercontinental Champion in the modern era. And, you need to get him some strong opponents. I that's my thing. Like, again, the Sheamus Drew McIntyre match at WrestleMania, that was great. You had two guys who matched his power, could match some strength with him, and they put on a good match. Yes, I understand you want to give Mustafa Ali a little bit of a bump because you're going to say, I mean, I that's the thing though. Is he Saudi Arabian? Like, is he? What exactly is Mustafa Ali? I don't know exactly what his nationality is, but that's kind of what they did.
Hey, Johnny.
Good evening. Hey, Ben, how's it going? I got a special guest for you here, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you there? This could be scary.
Yep, I'm here.
Give him the old hey, what's up?
Hey, Ben, what you doing?
Can you hear him?
Is this Marty McKnight?
Yeah, it's Marty.
Nice. Marty, what's up, buddy?
Oh, I'm just drinking beer and talking sports.
Yes, sir. What's up, Marty?
Oh, wow.
Drinking beer.
I got to turn you up, man. There, can y'all hear?
Hi, everyone.
Hello, Marty. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing just fantastic. It's been a wonderful day in paradise over here in South Arkansas.
Oh, you're from South Arkansas. Okay.
Yeah, not Arkansas. South Arkansas.
Okay.
He's out there with Bigfoot and shit.
I had lunch once in Little Rock. That's my experience with Arkansas. So.
Yeah, go about 2 hours, Matt.
2 hours south of Little Rock.
Yeah, I'm in Banjo country.
So look, notice that he hasn't faded out or blurped or anything yet.
Yeah, nice.
This is the key. You got to keep him on a phone and never put him on air, dude.
Okay. He says never put him on air, dude.
Wow, is this like that's kind of weird.
I don't know where my damn speaker's at. So here.
Okay.
I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna back me out minutes. Let me hang up with Marty. I'll come back in and hang out with y'all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Or a movie for a sec. Yeah. All right. Well, Mr. Rosario, we got a nice surprise from Mr. Marty McKnight. Obviously, he's on our NFL edition.
Yes,
Well,
all the time. He has a.
Yeah, he was. He sometimes comes on there, but it's good to hear from him. That's a nice little surprise. I appreciate that.
There you go.
And Nick, before we get into any further stuff, let's get into the comments here tonight.
Oh, comments. We got comments.
Yeah.
Who's in the comments?
Maybe that's why Sean.
Oh, sure. Yeah, Sean. We muted you. Yeah. Okay. Our fault, right? Yeah. Whatever. This guy. I tell you. Oh, you won't. I won't stand for that. Listen to this. Now he's not going to stand for it. What, are you going to sit for it? What? But come on. Keep the pay-per-view on Peacock.
What the hell y'all talking about tonight, man? Besides drinking beer and having fun.
Wrestling, buddy. We're on a wrestling show called Face to Heels.
I should have known that.
Right.
Nick's sitting there, right?
That's right.
Actually, I just thought I saw Nick sitting there, and I thought it was another battle arena. I wanted to come and watch.
Oh, you wanted to come in and get some of that? There you go.
Yeah, he just
we're but Sean's just in the comments right now. He's not actually on the show. According to him, Ben muted him, so that he got mad and left. I don't know. Something like that. Who knows?
Yeah. Oh,
he's probably crying in the parking lot at his job or something. I don't know what he's doing.
Let's see.
Making he's a keyboard warrior sometimes. So he's threatening me from the keyboard or something.
Well, there's Marty. He's in the comments.
He's saying, talking about Detroit Lions. I mean, okay. I mean wrestling. Yeah.
Yeah, wrestling. Detroit Lions is Thursday on the NFL edition.
Yes.
Yes, we muted you and wouldn't let you speak.
They muted me and wouldn't let me speak. Well, Sean, come back on, man. I'm not going to mute you. So come back on.
Why would you guys mute him, man? What was it? What was?
I just did that for a couple seconds and put his mic back on, and he still talking.
He's exactly what he's doing. He's crying in his car in the parking lot. There you go. See, that's what he's doing. He says.
No, he's welcome to say the B word on this show.
I was going to say something, but it's 2023, and I might get canceled, so I didn't want to,
Never say badminton on this channel.
I know. He's like, you're not going to get canceled here. No, but that Sean is trying to say that the man was holding him down. We wouldn't let him talk. We muted him. Is that what he's trying to say?
Marty's got a question there. Okay, I have a wrestling question. Do you have any idea when?
That's actually a good question too.
His contract going to expire? I believe it's 2024. It's up pretty soon, but I think what they're going to do is there's been talk about maybe a last match with Sting. There's baseball. So he's possibly
baseball.
He's getting there. He's getting to that age where he's only doing special appearances, which is good. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
As a commodity. So I believe it's 2024. If I read it right, his contract ends with the AEW, but I think this is the last hurrah. I don't think he's going to go back to WWE. He did that once before, and it didn't work out.
So you think he's going to sign a new contract and shit?
I think so.
No, I think he's done. You think so? I think he's done.
He'll make appearances for Tony Khan and AEW.
How old is he? He's not Ric Flair age, so I think he's.
No, but he's 60. I think he's pushing 60, isn't he? He's late 50s, I think.
How old was Ric Flair the last time he did a match? He was like ancient, dude. Yeah,
Flair's like 70 something, isn't he?
Yeah,
Flair's in his 70s now, isn't he? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Woo! No, because he spent all his money because he was the limousine riding, jet flying, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing son of a gun.
Well, all Sting's got to do is stand in the rafters with his makeup on and send a crow down.
Dude, go back to the crow gimmick. Baseball. There you go, Johnny Dean.
Yeah. I was ignoring that. Shut up, Sean Spencer.
Marty says, who do you think would be a good opponent for his final match? That's a great question. I don't want to
now. See, that's the thing.
Edge.
No. Good Lord, no, because him and Edge have no history. I don't know that would be. It could be. No, him and Edge never really wrestled. I don't think that I know of.
Retired
back when Christian and I didn't hear what you said.
Christian, but you know what I thought of? Maybe because you remember Sting spent a lot of time in TNA. So maybe you throw in an AJ Styles as a last match, or maybe I don't know. I'm just saying. No. But I'm saying like if you could do it, like who would be the perfect opponent? You know what I'm saying? Like for Sting's last match, like
what's his name?
Who's really still active? and doing anything though. Like who would? It's not going to be the Undertaker. He's finished. We know it's not going to be that. I'm just saying it's not going to be the Undertaker. It's not going to be a dream match with him and Shawn Michaels or something. Or they already did the Triple H thing and I don't even want to talk about that because that was just the dumbest thing in the world to have Triple H win that match. But whatever.
Right.
So I mean, who do you get? It's like Hogan, no. Nash, no. It's none of that. None of that NWO versus Sting stuff.
Jericho.
You think Jericho though? Like again, do him and Sting have a history?
What was the
Maybe
dude with the
not,
guitars name, man?
You know what,
Jeff
Sean?
something.
You know what happens to guys like you, Sean?
Garrett.
They make the list. You just made the list. Okay, Sean? That's what I'm saying to you.
Jeff Jarrett
made the
would be a good one because Sting and Jarrett used to have. They used to be partners at one time, and they had issues at one time.
Yeah.
They've got history. So.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Would that draw though? I mean, that's kind of the thing.
It would draw some of the old timers and shit, but who's watching Sting besides the old timers anyway?
I don't know.
Yeah. The only real possibility, Marty says, is Sting versus Goldberg. I don't want Goldberg near him. I don't want to.
No.
I don't want to see that anyways. Even if that, I don't want to see Goldberg.
You don't want to see him get broken in half, man.
Goldberg. Shut up.
I do like that Jericho one though.
I do too.
Really? For Sting's last match, you like Jericho?
Yeah.
But
Sting and Jericho?
Jericho's
Yeah,
still a
that'd be
big
good.
name. He's still a big name. He still can draw. I mean, he's a good heel, so Sting can stay babyface. So
and then after the match, Jericho can get him into Fozzy.
For that, have him wrestle Moxley, and he can beat up Moxley. Moxley will put him over. If you're going to do that.
No. What are you going to do? Cut him up and have a barbed wire match?
No, but I'm saying like Jericho doesn't tickle my fancy either. I don't like that. I'm sorry.
That's my guy, man. That's my guy.
No, that's fine. I like Jericho as a performer. I like what he does. I just don't like him for Sting's last match. That's all.
But Nick, who else would you get though? That's who's a non.
I'll come out of retirement to wrestle him. How about that?
Oh, you will?
You guys didn't know I was. You guys didn't know I was Doink the Clown, did you?
Oh, I thought you were.
Oh my god!
Sausage King of Chicago.
Oh yeah, I'm Abe Froman. That's what
anybody
I am.
but Rikishi. Okay, come on.
What are you saying? I wear a thong and show my butt cheeks? Is that what you're trying to say, Johnny?
I can't picture Sting leaving with a stink.
Yeah, no, I got you there. Right. No, he's going to fight Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns is going to tell him to acknowledge him in his retirement match. That's what acknowledge me, Sting.
Roman
Sting
what?
ended the Roman Reigns streak. That guy would end the.
Yeah. Sting ends Roman Reigns' streak of 2,000 days as champion in his retirement match.
That would be amazing. I would watch that.
I bet you would, Johnny Dean.
I'd buy that for $1.
I'd buy that for $1 at three.
Sean, exactly. I like it. Jericho is a perfect match. Around the same age, huge in the business. Yeah, I mean, I think it's the best option. I don't know about any other.
Samoa Joe.
That's the most equal match, I think.
Samoa Joe.
Yeah, but look the way they treated him, though. I mean, he's in Ring of Honor.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to. Like you said, Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle for one more match?
No, Kurt Angle
owns this for Marty.
That guy
Sting versus Darby Allin, huh?
Let's put Kurt Angle's fucking statue in front of the courthouse here out there on him.
Oh, Kurt, yeah. Kurt Angle's a god.
Wow, are you in Pennsylvania?
I'm in Pittsburgh, man. Kurt Angle is a god here, dude.
No, he's a god in Pittsburgh. Yeah, okay, yeah. He for sure is. That's his place. That's where he was born, right? He's Pittsburgh native.
Yeah.
And he won an Olympic medal with a broken freaking neck. So yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, he'll never buy dinner again in Pittsburgh. That guy's
I can imagine he doesn't, right? He doesn't pick up a tab anywhere in Pittsburgh, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's true.
It's too bad
it's true.
He could have wrestled a little.
Kurt Angle's a walking medical
He is Pittsburgh's thumb your nose at Philadelphia and their Rocky statue.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
You know, we got at least a real athlete. Come on.
Yeah.
Why they put a statue of Kurt Angle in Pittsburgh? Hey, Mick, why you got to do that for him? I'm the biggest guy in Pennsylvania. Yeah.
Done.
Anyway,
Yeah, to go to Tulsa, Oklahoma.
that's right. Hey, I'm the king of Tulsa now. Hey, Rocco.
Oh. Dude,
Anywho,
I like this.
where were we?
This Darby Allin. Why not?
You like the Darby Allin one? Yeah. I mean, it's
like, I've let you hang around me, old man. Kind of then turn heel.
yeah.
You don't know. I mean, that could be
I could back up and go back to Doink, man. That'd be cool.
Doink the Clown. You like Doink the Clown? Or?
I love Doink, man.
Doink the Clown. Maniac Matt Bourne was Doink the Clown. Matt Bourne was Doink the Clown.
That's right. That's right.
I was just about to ask, who the fuck was Doink the Clown anyway?
Matt Bourne. Matt Bourne was Doink the Clown.
And Sean says, is that Nicholas Rosario Jr. or Anthony Handy with all those?
I haven't seen Anthony lately, man. Has anybody seen Anthony lately? Is he on the MIA list?
Is he working a new
I think he's honestly been really busy. He started a new job. So I know he's been really busy with that. So I know that's kind of been he had a lot of trainings and stuff like that. I talked to him when we did our show a couple of weeks ago. He was able to come on, luckily. But he's been pretty busy with the new job, I think. So that's been kind of holding him, keeping his attention a little bit more. Yeah. But he's still around. Okay. He's Anthony Handy. He's around.
You got to reel him back in, man.
Every time I get out, they pull me back in. Right.
Oh, man. Sean, come on, man. Get back on, man. I won't mute you. I promise.
Well, let me tell you something right now. Every time I talk to Ben Cornette, woo, brother, let me tell you something. I see the lust in your eyes for Elizabeth, Ben, and I'm telling you, brother, you better not. Oh, yeah. Got it.
That's not bad.
I'm sorry. That was okay. Yeah, I don't. It's not my best one. I lost it at the end. I had it going good. I lost it at the end.
Speaking of which, Ben? I know you watched the Dark Side of the Ring stuff and all the other wrestling stuff. Mm-hmm. You saw Lex Luger now?
Yeah. It's really bad.
That's sad. That's sad.
Steroids are bad for these children.
Well, drugs in general. The guy was a huge. I mean, that whole thing with Miss Elizabeth. I mean, that's still a lot of people never forgot that.
Yep.
I mean, it's not Lex's fault. You don't make somebody do drugs. It's like I know people have gotten on Lex over the years about all that, but it's like she made her own decisions. She was a grown woman. You guys were both addicts. Yeah. And unfortunately, this happened, and that's I think that's part of what kind of got him straight. To be honest with you, like you lose your girlfriend like that, man. Yeah, that'll scare you straight.
Yeah, I mean the Macho Man, he was even upset about it. Like when she passed, it was like devastating. That was his wife. So many years.
Well, no, they were together for years. Yeah, that was
his like soulmate, dude. you know. I mean,
he's the macho,
egotistical and all that shit, and went a little bit crazy and stuff. But all in all, man, he still loved that woman, man.
Well, the stories are legendary. He would hide her in the locker room, like she couldn't. He wouldn't let the guys talk to her. Like he really was kind of a possessive guy about her. Like he didn't. The stories are legendary. Everybody tells them. It's just like I mean, but that's again, he was an intense guy. Everybody says that, but probably one of the greatest wrestlers of that 80s generation, man. I mean, Macho was great.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, he was one of my favorites too. I was never a Hogan fan, to be honest with you. I was a Macho Man fan. I never.
To me, Hogan was always what was his name on that Rocky movie? What did they call him?
Thunderlips. Thunderlips.
Yeah, that was always Hogan to me because that's the first place I ever saw him. And then it just stuck, and I'm like, "Oh, you fake bastard, get out of here!"
Yeah, and that was before the WWE. He was in AWA at the time, and
I caught Hogan in the AWA like 81, 82 when he was wrestling Nick Bockwinkel for the title, and he would always they would try to give Hogan the belt, but there was a technicality where he would never get it.
Right.
Like there was one time he pins Bockwinkel, but they said he threw Bockwinkel over the top rope, so they disqualified him. Like. They used to do finishes like that, so they'd never take the belt off of Bockwinkel, but Hogan would win the match.
Well, Nick,
Be quiet,
was-
Roman Reigns will come up with another way of keeping the title.
Sure.
Well, Nick, the reason why the reason why they never put the title on Hogan was he had a deal in Japan too. So he would go to
Yeah,
Japan,
he did.
and Minneapolis, and stuff like that. And Hogan wanted money for his merchandise. And
Yeah.
Vern Gagne, who owned
And Gagne
AWA,
wasn't doing that. Yeah.
legend was that he wanted the majority of the money, but Hogan's like, no, I want my cut. And that's why he called Vince and went to WWE. So and the rest
is history.
Yes.
And Hulkamania was born, brother.
Yep. Let's read the comments. What do we got here?
Never
what's
had
up, man?
Nicholas Cesario. Oh, that's just dirty,
You got a
Marty.
new
That's
job.
just dirty, dude.
Who got a new job being just Sean Watson's talk cleaner? Me?
Marty's
Oh.
on
He's
to it
talking about
tonight.
Anthony.
Oh,
Ooh,
wow,
man.
dude.
Careful, buddy.
Man, Marty. What are you drinking in South Arkansas, my friend? What's going on over there? What is that?
Liquid courage. Huh?
Oh, I
Never
never had it.
Nick.
I would say something, but I know who your girlfriend is, and that's disrespectful. So
Jeez.
That's
Sean,
what I'm
come on,
saying.
man. You're gonna let Nick do this to you, man? You need to come on live, bro. Come on.
Sean, what is
Oh.
wrong with you, man?
He's probably in the parking lot still
Get on
crying.
here.
He'll be all right.
Get on here, chicken.
Wow. Johnny D
Oh.
calling him out. What's that?
Yeah.
There
So,
it is.
AEW news.
There's news.
So, yeah, I mean,
He said
Double or Nothing is coming up a week from,
Double or Nothing.
and we only got a couple matches so far.
Yeah,
this
just a couple.
This build, I mean, I would think you'd have more matches by now, but I don't know what's going on with AEW. It's just, I think they're very focused on All In London.
Yes.
They're focused on Forbidden Door,
Yes.
Toronto in June.
Yeah.
It's kind of lackluster, and it's here in Vegas. I went last year because they had CM Punk.
Did you? Okay.
Hang
Yeah.
It was a good show. I don't know if I'm going to go this year. The
I
build's
got a
not been
clip
good.
here. I don't know if you can download. Do you know how to download it to your thing?
You got a clip of
An
What's
AEW
that?
match.
The
well, it depends. I don't know if I could play it or could I play it because I don't want to get copyrighted.
there you
Well, it's
go.
off-
Don't do
it's
that,
off
bud.
of YouTube. It's a YouTube clip, so you shouldn't be
No
going.
personality.
YouTube.
Ted, where did
Come on,
they come?
shut up.
Where do they go when they go to Las Vegas? What arena do they use?
T-Mobile for the Double or Nothing pay-per-view, and then the Dynamite
Okay.
show. They're going to be at MGM Grand this year.
Okay. Oh,
right
Jim
across
Grant.
the
All
street.
right.
Yeah, they're just right across the street from each other. So
Gotcha. Right. Exactly.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't get it
so-
to you, man. I tried.
okay,
He
It's okay,
tried.
Johnny.
I tried.
But the
Right.
build's just been so lackluster. I mean, it's like I don't want to go watch the show for 4 hours with really
Yeah.
a lack of
I got them.
build. So I don't know. I mean, hopefully they can get their stuff going before All In. Because
Yeah.
they got 70,000 tickets sold, which is great. I mean, that is incredible.
Yeah, for
70,000.
London. Yeah, for London. Yeah.
Yeah. So they
I'm
really
amazed.
need.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of impressed with that they were able to do that.
They might have to book for another night too.
I
No,
don't think
they'll just do the one night.
Yeah,
event.
that's
they're-
what the story was this morning coming out that they were talking about booking another night because
Really?
they turned away a lot of people from the ticket sales. So
This is a WrestleMania.
Yeah, well, right
not
now-
WrestleMania.
the structure is set up for 75,000, I think.
Yeah,
Okay.
The way they may open up some more room as we get closer.
right.
To
I
the
think they
pay-per-view.
sold 75,000 tickets and filled the arena. It sold out in I don't know how long, but
Yeah.
there was 300,000 people who want tickets. So
Oh, really?
Yeah, so, I mean, it's a big deal. It's the first time overseas. They've only been to
Yeah.
Canada, so that's the only country they've been to. But
Right.
they've never been overseas, so it's a very huge.
They've
and
never
that
been over
British-
the water.
that British fan base is just they love wrestling.
They love wrestling. Yeah.
So that's why they're getting that sellout. Obviously it's the first time AEW's been there, so
AEW
not-
puts on a good product. I'm sorry. I know some of you guys disagree with that, but I love it. I love their product. And they have title fights and stuff instead of just meaningless 2 or 3 matches during the week and shit. And I like that too. It reminds me of the old WCW days in Florida and shit, or the World Championship of Wrestling in Florida.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I loved. I grew up on that shit, man. That's wrestling.
Oh no, yeah, they got some good stuff.
AEW, speaking of which, they had a good match. I don't know if you saw it or not. That's what I was trying to send you, was the Vikingo and Omega match.
Oh yeah. I've seen that
was a great match, dude.
Yeah. And then obviously Omega's manager, Don Callis, turned on him the last time.
Classic wrestling move.
Manager turns on his fighter. Yes.
Never seen that one before.
Right, I didn't see that. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah. So again, they're having that match now, but you got Double or Nothing in 2 weeks. See, where's Omega's story going to be? Who's he going to fight? Is he going to fight Callis? Is he going to see? That's why I
don't
He's
care
fight
about the
Jungle
stories
Boy.
as much. The stories kind of ruined it for me. That's why I don't like WWE as much, because it's all about a story, and then you get 3 matches at a 4-hour event, and that's I'm exaggerating, but
I get it.
But you need stories to build up for those matches, and that's the one flaw I think AEW has. They don't do enough stories.
Well, they're also a young company. They haven't built up that writer's room yet. You know what I mean? They still have to do that too. Right now, they're giving you the excitement, the action in the ring, and that's all I want right now. I'm not going to say they're perfectly done right now. They still have growth.
Neither is WWE. Yeah,
right.
So I don't know. What do you think?
WWE has become a marketing thing, though, man. To me, that's
they always were. Merchandise is where it's at.
WWE, that's where their money is, because they created a monster with Vince McMahon there, and it's all about marketing now.
Well, they have like a 40-year head start, So
of course exactly right.
I don't know. What do you think of the current AEW product?
Me personally, I mean, I've watched a little bit, and I don't have a problem with what they're trying to do. I mean, I get it. It's one of those things where, like, you say, it's not a competition, whether people want to make it one or not. You're not, if you're of any sound mind, you're not going to catch WWE. You're just not. Like Ben said, they've got a 40-year, they've got such a head start. They're such an established brand above everything else. And like you said, they've branched out into everything. They have their own movie studio. They do their own movies. They've got all the theme song. They do all the, maybe not so much anymore, but they used to release the albums of theme songs. And you've got guys who do appearances for everything. They walk red carpets. Everybody knows who the WWE stars are. They're out there. They do pub, they do press, they do all that. So you know who they are. AEW is trying to get to a level where they're at least sustainable, and they're putting on good shows, which they have done. Again, they're not a scrub company, but at the same time, I think they do need to stay in their lane. Like, you do what you do and just do that well. Like, learn to do that well. Don't try to be WWE. Don't try to compete with that, because that's when companies fail. Because you're just not. There's just so much, I think, you're not going to be able to compete with that as much as you think you are. So just be you. Just do what you do best, and true wrestling fans will watch your product, because they want to see.
I don't think this is a Bischoff and McMahon situation where they're
no,
like that.
No, not at all.
I mean, I've said this since day one before they started. I just hope they focus on them, not on anybody else. Build the product, and then
that's what I like about them. I don't feel that there's that competition with them. I think it's like they are worried about what they're doing right now.
Yeah, and they don't need to be. Neither company needs to worry about who's doing what. They just
right. Neither company needs to worry about the other. Just do what you're doing, and you're fine.
Yeah.
Like I said, WWE is doing just fine. They're good.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do think they could cut back on some of the commercials, though, man. That's worse than it was when Vince was running the place. You know what I mean? It's like
3-hour show, though, Johnny.
Yeah,
3-hour show.
Give me some more matches then. Give me some more matches.
I just don't
And
like
make them
the
a little
idea.
bit more meaningful. I want meaningful matches during the week. If
I
I
get
turn on
you.
Raw or something, I want to see something. You know.
Sure.
Yeah.
I get it. I understand that.
Yeah, you know, guys, it's just a different world today than it was 20
No, I'd
years
love
ago.
That's true,
WWE if
Yeah,
the commercials would kill me.
Yeah, well, they got to make their money. You know, that's why they got the
It's
third
not
hour.
like they're not making money though. They could cut back on some of the commercialism,
I
especially
mean, we
their
want
own
to see more.
in-house commercial things.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Nick.
We want to see more Dominic Mysterio and Xavier Woods, don't we? No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
Well, Dominic,
That's what
great.
you want,
I mean,
Johnny Dean? No.
I want to see. If I say what I want to see about Dominic, I would be arrested 5 minutes from now.
Alrighty then. Okay now.
okay, well,
Remember, he served time. That's ex-con Dom. Don't play.
Yeah, join the crowd.
Serve time in a
Ex-con
family,
Dom.
dude.
That's right. He spent what 2
I
hours.
didn't just sleep in a drunk tank.
Hey now, there you go. Johnny Dean's telling on himself.
Him and mommy.
What's our main event? What's our main event tonight, Ben? What's the main event of Raw? I see you got it on back there.
It's Nick Rosario versus Sean Spencer.
Well,
And it
yeah,
ended
he's
in a
ducking me again. Yeah, he's ducking me again. I can't help it.
Yeah, maybe he'll do a run in later on from behind.
That's right.
I don't know though. Ben's been at you a lot lately, hasn't he, Nick?
Ben doesn't bother me.
He's been coming at you quite a bit. I mean, I see his comments in them shows and stuff, dude.
Well, that's because Ben's just mad because he knows my Bears will beat his Buccaneers in week 2 this year. That's why Ben's upset. I think that's kind of the when you're floundering with Kyle Trask at quarterback. You know what can you do? It's okay. You know Baker will probably get hurt by week 1. You know, or preseason and be like, oh, Baker Mayfield went down with an injury, so it's Kyle Trask, and poor Kyle's going to go out there and just get obliterated in his first 2 weeks. So he'll be all right. He'll get initiation to the NFL really quickly.
We'll see. We'll see.
No, believe me,
Who you got on your front line? Who's your old offensive
joking.
line?
I'm joking. What about? Say again. No, say again. What you say?
You picked up a good offensive lineman. Can't remember what his name was.
Darnell Wright.
Darnell Wright. Well,
Darnell,
my thing. Here's my thing. Here's what's probably going to happen. Okay, just being honest. We signed Nate Davis. I know this is not a football show, but since you brought it up, yes, our offensive line was atrocious last year, no doubt about that. But we did pick up Nate Davis to play right guard, which is going to help. Okay, we're getting rid of Sam Mustipher, so he's not going to play center ever again for the Bears, and that's a great thing. We're probably going to move Cody Whitehair back there, or we'll have Lucas Patrick if he can stay healthy this year. Obviously, we got Braxton Jones at our left tackle. The kid showed great promise last year. It's his position, as far as I can tell. Darnell Wright is a right tackle, so you got him on the right side. Boom, that guy can pull. He's good. So the line has improved. We signed a couple other guys. You know, who knows if they'll work out? You know how that goes. You throw a dart at one, see what sticks. But I think the line will be much improved this year. And I think with the weapons that we have, see, there's a difference too. We didn't really have weapons last year. Let's be very honest, right? So now that we have weapons, we've got a revamped line and Justin Fields with another year to prepare and get, I think we're going to be fine. Again, I don't think we're going to beat everybody and set the world on fire, but I think we'll definitely win more than 3 games, and I'm hoping we win at least 9 or 10. So we'll see.
If I remember correctly, I picked more wins for you than you did. So
you did, because I wasn't trying to be a homer. I was trying to be realistic about where we were and what we're trying to do. But I'm hoping we can get 9 or 10 wins out of this year. I mean, 10-7 would be great. It's a 7-game improvement over last year.
I'm sorry, Ben. I just had to do it. I had to, man. I had to take you off the rails because you always take my show off the rails, you jerk.
He said, "You jerk. You jerk.
You asshole."
Hey.
I was being nice.
Anyway, sorry about that, guys. Back to rest. Well, let's talk baseball next. Johnny will love that.
Oh, man.
He's like, time to take a nap. Yeah.
Well, let's hey, since we're talking about other stuff, let's congratulate Ben and his Las Vegas Golden Knights for moving on in the playoffs, right?
4-2, baby.
Golden Knights they're going.
I'm going to give you credit, Nick.
Yeah.
What's that?
Good. What are you going to say?
You know how I feel about that sport, right? But
hockey or baseball?
Yeah. I love hockey.
Yeah. Okay.
I love the Knights too, so we're good with that.
Okay. There you go.
But that field that you work at, man, I think it's
Yeah.
what America's. It's a shining little star for America with that Wrigley Field. It's got to be as big in your sport as Lombardi is here in football. You know.
Well, I will tell you this,
Wait a minute, I'm working on a question here.
Okay. Go ahead. My bad, sir.
Well, how does it feel to walk in there every fucking day, man, and go to work?
Okay. Well, I will say this. I've always been a huge baseball fan. It was my first sport that I played. Started at 9 years old in Little League. So, yes. And for those who may, and again, it's going to sound like I'm bragging. Because for me, it's one of the greatest things I've done in my life. But at 14 years old, I actually threw out the first pitch at a Cub game. So it's always been a great memory that I've had. And so when I got the job there in 1999, when I first started, this was before all the remodels, before the Ricketts, before everything. This was when the park was still, the Cubs were back on the upswing. You had Sammy Sosa in 98 with the home run thing and McGuire. So the Cubs were starting
I actually watched baseball then.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Baseball was coming back. And I think I started in 99. So I was coming back at the right time. But the park itself was crumbling a bit. I mean, it's a national landmark, and it is. There's a plaque right outside the front. You can see on the wall and read it. But the park was starting to fall apart. We had nets literally that would catch debris that they would put underneath the upper deck. You would see these nets that would literally catch the falling, like paint was chipping off. One of the bricks fell off. Like the park was definitely, yes, going in there, you're like, oh, this is Wrigley Field. This is great. This is iconic. This is historic. So many things have happened there.
Just for the beer cans and shit, man. Cups.
Well, yeah. Well, beer sales are not what they used to be, but that's a whole different story. But then they started, again, the team started to gain traction again. People, I mean, they were selling out every day, regardless of when it was. They were just doing everything to try to get people back in the park. And so to me, man, walking in there every day, it is great. Okay. Because like I said, I'm a baseball fan. All the remodels are great. When you look at it now, it still has its landmark status, but they've made tremendous improvements to the ballpark. There's so much more to do now. The neighborhood itself around it, obviously, the Ricketts bought up a lot of those properties. They put in a hotel across the street. They've got restaurants. They've got bars. They've got everything. You can literally get to Wrigley at 9 a.m. and not leave till like 4 a.m, and you'd be fine because you could find something to do just within that block radius of the ballpark. So, I mean, it's a great atmosphere to be at. Yes, go ahead, Ben. I'm sorry. We're talking baseball.
They put Coke in there now. I'm glad
they did, though. And I won't lie, I'm more of a Coke person than a Pepsi guy, so I was very happy with the move to Coca-Cola myself.
Me too.
They even have Barks root beer there. When was the last time you heard of Barks root beer being anywhere?
That's a big seller here, man. I see
they haven't. Oh yeah, probably out there, but here, in Chicago, you don't see Barks root beer too much. But now that Coca-Cola's taken over, they have it at all the bars to mix with and all that stuff. So yeah, you can get yourself a root beer if you come to Wrigley Field.
Screwed up now. I know. I saw Sean Spencer there a second ago. And
what happened to Sean?
He's going to end up fucking clipping this shit and sending
right, did you mute it again? You muted him again,
no.
Ben?
I put him in, but then
where'd he go? Oh, Sean, what are you doing?
I know.
But yeah, so to answer your question, Johnny, for me, absolutely. I love walking into the ballpark every day to when I go to work. It's a great feeling. I know a lot of the people there, obviously. So, you get to say hi to everyone, just hang out. It's a great time for me. I enjoy it.
I feel on top of the world. I used to work heavy equipment, built roads, and I built a lot of super speedways, right? I worked on Darlington. I worked on Daytona. I worked on 12 hours of Sebring track, right? And those moments, building those, and every time I look at a race, I get to see that shit, man.
Right? Exactly.
Because that's why Sebring, they have not redone the track. They have never resurfaced the track. They only fixed the brakes in it and shit, the potholes and stuff. Track, so that it's a rough track. They want it to be like that. They want it to be a hard track to drive. So
Sure.
the track there, when I watch the 12 hours of Sebring race, is always the same track that I built. I love that.
Well,
shit.
that's a good thing.
I know you
That's
got
a great memory to have.
feeling from being at Wrigley, man. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, 100%, man. Like I said, I enjoy my job. I enjoy the people. I even enjoy talking to the fans because even I'll stand outside my room purposely, and just people will come up and ask me, where's this at? Where's this at? Where's this section? Oh, look who's back!
Hiding in the
Sean,
trees, man. You better not let
Dude,
those
what are you-
popos see your ass.
Are you trying to Are you trying to cut a promo in a forest? What are you doing, man?
What
are you
whoa,
doing?
whoa. Are you already coming for me, Nick? Nick,
Well, I was just like,
okay, brother.
What are you doing, man?
Hold up.
What's over?
I'm
What's going
walking
on over
home.
there?
I'm walking home. What do you mean? What am I doing?
Walking
I'm
home.
walking. Yeah.
Oh, you're walking home. My bad, dog. I see.
He's fit.
Okay.
This is the
Coming
opening
for
to
me, Nick.
Are you going to say something, or are we just going to watch you walk home? Like, what are you doing?
Hold up, Nick. Why are you coming for me already? Like, hey, just relax, all right? I'm walking
That
home
looks like
from work.
Chicago. That looks like Chicago. Are you in Chicago?
not-
right now? Are you looking for
no.
Nick's house?
Yeah.
Nick doesn't want
Yeah.
none. He knows that.
No, I
all
don't
right?
want none.
Him and I
You're right.
both
You're
know
right.
that.
Sean's in
Okay,
Franklin
sure.
Park.
Sure, Sean. You're right. I don't want none.
Johnny Dean, hold up. Johnny Dean, you're an instigator. Baseball.
You know-
All right.
I knew you were going to come up. Don't you dare clip this shit and send it to me either.
I will. You know that. And Miss Ben Cornett, brother.
What?
You real sly and real slick. I see you
Oh,
over
really?
here on Facebook at times talking a little stuff under your breath. I see you, man. Me and you still got our match. I just want to let you know that. All right.
Vegas is what? 6-7 hours
I
flight
think,
away from Virginia? Come on, man.
Hey,
I
I'm
say you
ready.
got to go to Vegas. Go to Vegas.
I'll meet you at the
We'll
airport.
do it on Fremont
Alright.
Street.
Let's go.
Get an old Vegas.
No
We'll do it outside the
DQ.
Golden
No,
Nugget.
nothing barred. Let's go.
Where Ben plays the penny slots and hits on the waitresses. It's Ben's favorite spot, right? The Golden Nugget.
That's
The
like
old
I told you,
90-year-olds up there and shit.
Had to,
Hey, get off my
Yeah.
slot machine. I've had that for 20 hours, man.
That's
Yeah.
right.
They do that. They'll sit there in
Yeah.
diapers, just pee on themselves.
Yep.
Oh, man.
They do.
Sean,
That's a
what's
fact,
going on,
too.
brother? What's going on, dude?
Nothing, man.
What's
Just
going
got off work. Parked my car across the street, so I'm walking home.
Oh,
Got a little thing of salmon, some stuff for
Oh.
the cat. So
Okay.
just want to come on here and say what's up to y'all.
Oh, Anthony's
Yeah,
coming
okay.
at you. Anthony's coming at you.
What's he talking
Nick.
about? I know he ain't. Oh, Nick.
Yeah, he's coming at Nick.
what I do?
He said you're
Anthony
trying to
who?
steal some impersonations, man.
Oh, Handy said he was coming for me. All right.
Bring it up right now. There he is. I thought I heard somebody say some smoked up dude was trying to take my crown with the.
Well, I tries my best, but I don't know if it worked. I don't know if it worked, Handy. I'm just saying. Ben only gave me like a 5.7 on my Macho Man, so I don't know if it was that good. Ooh, yeah.
5.7 then, Nick.
That's right.
It wasn't no
Yeah.
Shannon, that's for sure.
But yeah, no. So let me tell you something, Skip. It definitely wasn't like that. That's all I'm saying. It's no good. It's no good.
Feel like
Oh,
Skip.
shit.
That's all I'm saying, Skip. Because
Hey,
when
I'll
I
be right
played
back.
for Denver, I caught everything they threw to me. That's just me.
Hey, he said that
Real
was
talk,
decent,
though.
man.
They say it was
Well,
decent.
thank you, Mr. Handy. I appreciate that, sir. We can't all be as great as you, my friend, but
And there's Johnny's buddy
All
right there.
right.
Sorry, just beginning, I was out with my
Stop.
daughter's boyfriend in the Hellcat Red Eye.
do I want to know what that is, Scott Saylor? What is a Hellcat Red Eye? Do I want to know?
Man. It's a vehicle.
Oh, okay. I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what it is.
I think it's
Little-
a Dodge, the new Dodge truck. I'm sure. I think, but I'm not
Oh,
sure.
is it? It's a Dodge truck. Okay,
All
and
right.
there it is.
There-
And there it is.
There it is.
Oop, there
Whoop,
it is.
There it is.
All
Tag
right.
team. Back
Hey, what
again.
happened to Sean?
He left.
He bounced
Yeah.
again.
He found his
Yeah.
car finally after walking for like 20 minutes. Apparently, he found his car. So. I don't know what he's doing.
Oh, here it is.
797 horsepower Dodge Charger.
797
Oh, okay.
HP. Ooh, okay.
Ooh, Oh, look at you, my friend. 797 HP Dodge Charger. Yes.
Zagnus,
Jokes. I call myself the worst best impressionist I know.
I wonder what voice he's doing that in his head. When he's
Right.
rapping.
Well, how are you saying that to me, Andy? What are you doing? Right. That's his. It's Akeem voice from Coming to America. I'm very happy to be here. That's what he's doing, right?
Very happy to be here. Sexual chocolate.
Doing his Akeem voice. Sexual chocolate. Radio, watch it, ladies and gentlemen.
Good boy, good.
I believe the children are our future. Sexual chocolate.
For everybody
They play some
tuning in
beautiful
right now,
music.
welcome to Off the Rails.
Well, we're gonna try. We were talking about wrestling, but not just.
Yeah,
You know,
we were trying to. Johnny Dean screwed that up, didn't he? Let's blame Johnny.
It's Brain Johnny.
Yeah.
Let's blame
Why
Johnny.
not? I always blame Ben when something goes up.
That's very true, though, don't you? That is correct.
Yep.
Yeah, start getting even with me.
Damn it, Ben.
Johnny,
Damn it, Ben. That's because
Try to do it the rest
Ben's
of
a
the show
gambler. That's why he lives in Vegas. Ben
That's
is Ben's appearing this weekend doing 3 shows at the Wynn Casino, right, Ben? You get the show lined up.
That's
Tip your
Don
rate for
Ben
something.
Corleone.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, boy, I added Jason Statham.
Statham. Oh, really? Who has Jason Statham? All right. Handy does a Statham impersonation. There you go.
You have one?
Okay,
I
you gotta
don't-
jump on here,
not
Handy, and
really.
fucking do the Statham imitation. Statham
Got him.
versus who? Who'd be a good
I
match
can,
for
imper-
Statham?
I can impersonate my grandfather, but you guys don't know who he is.
Who would be a good match for Jason Statham?
Well,
I don't know.
wrestling?
Yeah,
The Rock?
I like Conor McGregor. That'd be a good one.
Conor
Irish.
McGregor versus Jason Statham.
Conor
There we go.
McGregor.
Remember they had
Conor
celebrity
McGregor.
deathmatch? Remember they had celebrity deathmatch, and then they would.
I love that on MTV. That was great.
It's still out, you know.
Oh,
They had
okay.
Mills Lane as the referee.
Jet Li.
Jet Li.
Chet Lee.
Although you spell Lee like it's L-I, not Jet Li. But yeah.
Wow.
Ooh, look at
Idris
this one.
Elba, that's a good one. I like
Oh,
that
it's
one.
just
There.
Elba. There you go.
Elba.
Elba would win that
Yeah,
though, because Elba's just smart. he'd work it out. That's James
Yeah.
Bond.
Maybe we can work it out. Work
Bond.
it out. Work it out.
I
Vince
wanna
Vaughn.
see that. I want to see how the new James Bond does. Could be pretty good.
Oh,
I
that's right. He's up
really
for Bond,
wanted them
right?
to go with Elba as James Bond, though. I did. I fucking really wanted that, man. And they.
So who is
I
the
thought
new
it
Bond?
was-
Do we have- Right. Is it not Elba? It's not Elba.
No, they were gonna go with the guy that plays Superman. What's his name?
Henry Cavill?
Yeah, they were gonna go with Cavill, and then they went with someone else, and I can't remember who the fuck it was. He was to
Oh,
me, it was no
okay.
name. He's a big name over there, but you know,
Oh, gotcha.
Alex Schomer. Alex Schomer is James Bond.
There you go. Alex Schomburg is James Brown, ladies and gentlemen.
Stirring the pot on. She's got
Scott Taylor stirring everything.
him and Alec. They have this little.
Okay, you got to get on Handy because he spelled it wrong too.
You want to do a good Jet Li? All you have to do is say, "I would have win." It would
I
have
would have
win.
won the Expendables.
The Expendables.
Good old Expendables. Every star in Hollywood you could think of.
Nah, man. All the GB had a fit that they were even considering Idris Elbows.
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba. There it is. Hey, elbows. Yeah. Okay, Michael Keaton. Take it easy.
Michael
Michael
Keaton was the best
man.
Batman, hands down. Sorry.
He's in the new one too, and he does the same old. He does the line, man. I love that. That
I
that's
mean,
not even a fucking Easter egg, man. He just outright does the line.
he's my favorite Batman. So yeah.
Yeah. Autocorrect hates Jet's last name.
Last name.
Yes, they do. They don't like Li, I guess.
Li. So what do you think of the new
death
Batman?
matches?
What do you think of the what?
yeah,
What have been?
Batman well, it's Flash, but the Batman in it. What
Yeah.
do you guys think of it? It looks interesting.
I mean, I'll
They
probably
had
go see
so
it.
many changes in that movie. I don't know. I don't know if they kept any consistency with it. So I want to see it. I do, just for Michael Keaton, if nothing else, man.
Yeah, I definitely will see it. The interest, my interest is peaked, I suppose. But I still have to
Only
go see
because of
Guardians of the
Batman, because-
Galaxy. So.
I'm not really interested in the Flash rebuilding the timeline again. I mean, that's all he ever fucking does. But but with Michael Keaton in there, that'll make me watch it.
Okay. Fair enough, man. Fair enough.
So you haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy? I haven't seen the new one yet. I'm waiting.
No, I have to
Have
go
you
check
watched
it out.
the shows? All right, here's a clue. I was going to hold this for my entertainment show, but here's something you have to do. You have to go to HBO Max, Disney Plus, and you have to watch the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special, or a lot of the shit that's in the movie ain't going to make sense to you.
Really?
Really?
That's true?
That's true.
Mr. Anthony.
Wow.
My man.
Oh.
What's going on, sir?
Good evening, gentlemen. I decided to stop through just because somebody was talking some smack.
You out there hanging out with fucking Sean Spencer, man?
Yeah, they're both in a parking lot.
I'm in me garage right now, charging up me phone because I got me finger. I got me finger in a cigarette lighter because if my heart stops beating, I'm gonna die.
That's not Jason Statham. You're doing Idris, dude.
That's not a bad Jason Statham. That's pretty much what he sounds like, right?
He sounds like that in every freaking movie.
Yeah, he does get that. He's got that like scratchy throat thing.
Jason Statham is like Jason Statham is like a British Vin Diesel. He's the same guy in every movie with the same voice.
Every movie, yeah. Exactly. You're right about that.
Perfect dead-on match for Idris Elba in his British show. That's a dead-on match for him, man.
Oh.
Well, you could say Liam Neeson's like, just this one.
Oh God, Lee! I don't know who's got the scratchiest voice in Hollywood: Liam Neeson, Jason Statham, or Kevin Costner.
Jason McGay. If you ever know who that is, look him up. His voice is the most. Yeah.
Oh, we don't watch that kind of porn, Nick.
I think Adam Sandler has the most.
Whatever, Ben. You know you watch all kinds of porn. Quiet.
Come on. Well, you were telling me about all the porn you were watching. I was curious. No,
not me. Not I. Said the fly.
How you been, bud?
I've been okay.
Working your ass off now, ain't you?
What's that?
You've been working your ass off a lot lately, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm back in the gym. I'm at the gym at 5 o'clock every morning. The gym is in the office, so I go to the gym, I shower, I go to the office, I go upstairs to the office. I work. I get off at about 5:30, and then I take that long ass hour and a half drive home. And I get home about 7. I get home about 7 something, and that's my day.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is a long one, my friend. That is a long one. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm glad I have a job, but some days I'm like, damn, I wouldn't mind being laid off for a little while longer.
Can we shorten this somehow? Right? Can we do that?
Is there any way that I could make the same money and just work 2 days a week? That'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
But you can't beat free gym membership. So
I suppose that's true, though. Free,
my company put a fucking gym in our garage, dude. And I work heavy equipment. We're out there laboring, picking up chains, dragging chains, lifting shit all fucking day long, shoveling asphalt, and these idiots put a fucking gym in our fucking place, man. Like we needed more of that.
I didn't need a gym membership when I was at the post office. I was clocking about 14 miles a day.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's true.
It was insane. It was insane. Everybody on the Fitbit challenge hated me. It's like, how the hell are you getting 30,000 steps a day? I said, I work for the post office.
Right. Don't follow the asphalt crew around. Trust me, don't. If they do 10 miles of road, they're walking 40 miles or 50 miles a day.
Hey,
true.
Don't say asphalt too loud around DW because you know he gets excited.
Alrighty then. There it is.
I gotta bring this comment up here.
There's a comment.
There's a friend of yours that actually showed up tonight, Mr. Handy.
Who's that?
His name is Marty McKnight.
Oh, that guy. Did he show up and say, "Where's Anthony? It's 28-3 in the third quarter."
Not the Atlanta joke again.
Well, you know what? Until they win the Super Bowl, that joke will never get old. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's what he said. Wow.
Hey, hey,
Oh, man.
paging Mike Rowe.
There you go.
You
Not
talk
the
about a
Sean
job.
Oh,
You
dirty
want to talk
talk.
about a job? You want to talk about a job nobody wants? That's why Cleveland sucked so bad. They couldn't keep people working in the equipment rooms. Like, man, you wash the towels. I ain't touching them towels.
I'm touching them towels, bro.
Oh,
There you go.
I saw how he was looking at them cheerleaders. I ain't touching them towels. Towels so damn crunchy.
Man.
The towels so damn
That's
crunchy.
it.
You can do origami with them.
It walks.
Oh
by.
wow, not origami.
Oh my God! Look at this one.
There we go. One black guy with another.
There's something
Hey,
wrong here,
hey,
man.
look.
We can't get
Hey,
them both
look.
at the same time.
Sean. Hey, Sean. Look. I know Black History Month was a couple months ago, but they still got to keep the status quo. Nate
That's
will
right.
show up. Nate will show up after I log off.
There you go. Keep going.
The irony is not lost on me that I'm in this dark ass garage with the only light on is the dome light of the car right now.
Were you watching when Sean was on here?
Yeah, I saw him walking through the parking lot.
It's like,
Yeah.
you guys are meeting up somewhere, man.
Nah, well, hey, at least you can see Sean in the dark.
Damn. All
I
right.
see you got a
Good.
halo though. so-
Cause look on the darkness scale, if Sean is 7:45, I'm 11:59 and 48 seconds.
Well, you remember on
There
the
you
show
go.
that time he didn't count himself when he counted the black people on the show. Remember?
That's right.
Yeah, I know. That's bad. Look, Rosa Parks Rosa Parks got cussed at and sat on the front of the bus so that he could discount a black person on a Tuesday night. That just ain't right.
That ain't right. It's not right, Sean. It's not right.
Oh, just anytime he's gonna pop up. What's this? Anytime.
We're
Come
waiting,
on.
right? That's what we're waiting
Well,
for.
Sean and Anthony can't be in the same place at the same time. That's
Yeah, it's just like me and me and Batman.
I got it.
Wait a minute, Johnny. You trying to say y'all got a quota?
Wow.
Anthony, are you getting slow, man?
Huh?
It took you a long time to come up with that comeback.
Dude, I'm tired. I've been up since 3:45 this morning, bro. It is 10:15.
He's tired, bro.
Oh man, you've been up almost 24 hours, dude. What's going
Dude,
on?
I have been up all day, and yesterday was a long day. I made sure that I made Mother's Day very special for the missus.
Yeah, there you
And
go. Right.
I was in the kitchen all day because she got breakfast at 3:45, she got brunch at 10, she got lunch at 12, and she got dinner at 6.
Wow. Okay. Nice. There you go.
Scott,
There it is.
I'd send you the link, Scott, but you wouldn't join.
Wow. We need a Jewish guy on the show. He says.
Wait a minute, stop right there. Listen,
Right.
a man goes into the restaurant. You listening? You said you need a Jewish
Yeah.
guy. I got the
That's
Jewish
right.
guy for you. Taste the soup.
You think that's a perfect imitation of Scott, dude?
Is it? Is that what he sounds like?
Wait a minute, Scott
What's his
really
real name?
sounds like that?
What's his real name? Rabbi Taylor?
I believe he's hidden in a rabbi there somewhere.
Hey, boy, show. Nope. Something
Is that
beat me.
Scott there?
I said, "Do you eat gefilte fish?" And he says, "Oh, absolutely." And I was like, "Oh, you definitely are Jewish."
Gefilte fish. Wow.
Filter fish.
Like,
Filter fish. I
like
love it.
bagel and lox.
No, Lee, it's gefilte fish. Filter fish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, Eddie.
What is this again? Filter fish.
Oh,
That has got to be the best blooper out of that whole movie. That and Jackie taking the phone going, you use up all our film. We filming a movie.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Jackie, kick the door. Jackie again?
Oh,
Damn,
man.
I know he ain't gonna be in Rush Hour 3.
man.
Yeah. The guy
Anyway.
falls off the roof there.
Let Nick do the Shay Shay. You keep the Eddie going.
Oh
No,
man, that's
sorry.
not Eddie, that's Chris Tucker. Oh, you talking about the Eddie Murphy is a Jewish guy? My bad, I ain't know.
Eddie Murphy. Yeah, no, it's not Eddie Murphy. It's Chris Tucker.
No, that's Eddie Murphy from Mr. Murphy.
Coming to America.
Mr. Rogers' neighborhood thing on Saturday Night Live.
Oh,
Hello, boys
hello,
and girls.
Mr. Robinson.
I have
Johnny.
always wanted to be your neighbor, my friend. Maybe someday when you ain't at home, I'll break in.
Right, exactly.
Johnny, you got an entertainment show, bud. When are we going to have this
Yeah.
show, man?
Well, we could just when you end this show, we could start the other show. How you like that?
Ugh.
Well, fellas, I
You're
hate
not
to break.
drunk
I hate to
enough,
break. I hate to break up this. I hate to break up the Five Heartbeats reunion, but
There you go.
I got to go. I got to go lay my ass in the bed because I got to be up in 5 hours.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
good on, Mr. Handy. You take it easy, brother. Right.
He's
5
like,
hours,
fellas.
that's early.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Good
man.
seeing
Yep,
you again,
take care.
Anthony.
This is Jason Statham saying, make sure you brush your teeth and wash your nutsack because if you don't,
There you
you walk around smelling like from under cheese. That's all I got.
Your voice is too deep. I'm telling you, you sound more like Idris because the voice is deep. Statham's voice has got like that scratchy thing going on.
Nah, well, Idris's voice is his natural deep voice. His natural deep voice. What are you
Yeah.
gonna do? I'm Idris Elba.
That's you got a good Idris going there.
We gotta.
Well, it is what it is. You can't. Nah, my sister would disagree. My sister is the biggest Idris Elba fan on the face of the planet. She said, "You just sound like a brother from the hood that smoked a half a pack of Newports."
Right, there you go. Pretty much. That's funny.
Anyway, all right, fellas, y'all be good. I'll catch y'all later.
All right,
Later,
All
bro.
right.
all right, Handy.
Take
Take
care.
it easy, brother.
Peace.
Do 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 do.
Oh, look at this comment right here. You need to have an LBGTQ crew member, but you guys blocked it.
Yeah, we had
We
to keep
did?
him blocked, so.
Yeah, you remember that guy
Who's
named
that? Who?
Jason Swade? You remember that? You recognize that name?
Oh yeah, Jason Sweet. Yeah.
And Hammy,
Yeah, well,
I had to block Hammy for last week's show, man.
Oh
Yeah.
really?
You're
Yeah,
getting a little too far. So, yeah,
Well,
those were fun times.
Gotcha.
But yeah,
sure,
well,
for sure.
we had some wrestling talk for almost an hour. But that's fun. Look,
It-
more viewers. So
welcome to the
Yeah.
entertainment review.
Yeah, welcome to all the things that was today's show. We had baseball talk, football talk, wrestling talk, impressions.
special appearance
We had
by
Sean
Anthony.
walking in a parking lot like he's on a walkabout. Like I don't know what he was doing, but all right. He's out there in the forest talking about I'm going home. Okay, sure.
Okay.
It looked like it was filming his next horror movie.
Looked like Blair Witch Project. Wow.
There you go.
And then Anthony
Oh,
showed
God.
up in the parking lot where he was heading. So
Yeah. Hey guys,
Yeah,
Nick,
right. Exactly.
promote yourself, bud. Before we go, let's promote yourself. Where
Oh
can we
no.
find-
Okay. Wow. Well, thank you, Ben. I do appreciate. Again, as always, I try my best to get on this great show, Face the Heels, because I love to talk wrestling. And when Johnny D comes on, we talk everything else but wrestling. So I enjoy
I
that.
talk wrestling.
And so you find me here on certain Monday nights whenever I'm not at the old ballpark that Johnny Dean loves so much. Tuesday nights, as a matter of fact, if you're tuning in tomorrow night, if you want to find us, we'll be live on Facebook using StreamYard for our Let's Talk Football, the Roundtable schedule release show. We'll be talking about, some Monday night games, the primetime games, Thursdays, Sundays, the holiday games, and we'll talk about our teams as well and their schedules and what we think of that. So you can find me there. Every now and again, when I'm available, you can find me cutting it up because that's really what we do on that show. It seems like the NFL edition on Thursday nights, I like to come on whenever I can because talking with 4 or 5 people at the same time is always fun. It turns into a cluster, but it's the best thing going. So I appreciate that. And for right now, that's where you can find me. I mean, again, football season obviously will start again weekly with the roundtable. But for now, I'm doing that and working at Johnny Dean's favorite ballpark. So thank you very much, Ben, and have a great evening. That's right, they do. Well, they're not winning a lot, but once in a while,
Come on.
Once in a while.
Give me a Budweiser, huh? Nick.
That's right. Where's Harry?
Give me the Coke. Come on, Coke.
Yeah, exactly.
And Johnny not like to promote himself, so we won't do that. But Great show, guys. Scott Taylor, thank you. I was only here for my frequent flyers and to make sure I don't miss out on prizes. Well,
I'm the
we're
prizes, whatever they were.
You got the
We're
prize
the prize.
already from us. We are the prize.
That's right. We're the prize, pal. Take it easy.
We're the prize that
Scott.
keeps on giving.
That's right.
All right. Well, everybody, this was a fun show tonight. Wrestling, baseball, a guy walking in the park, Anthony
That's
Handy
right.
appearance. And Sean says, good stuff, guys. Thank you.
Good
Appreciate
stuff,
it, Sean.
guys. Thank you, Sean.
And we will see you next time right here on Face to Heels.
It's the
And have a
heels.
good night. Have a good week. Take care, guys.
All right, guys. I got it.